Hello everyone, I am Jatin Verma. Many of you already know me for the current affairs for UPSC Civil Services exam through my course Daily The Hindu News Analysis for UPSC Civil Services exam aspirants. I have also taken many courses on UPSC syllabus like Indian Polity and Governance course, Indian Economy course, GS Mains Paper 3 course and Current Affairs Roundup course. This is the most popular course by me on Unacademy and on YouTube also. So guys, I'm going to talk about Target 2020, under which I'm going to guide you through as to how to prepare for 2020 UPSC Civil Services exam in the coming months. Since we are in the month of June, so this is considered to be the ideal time to start for your preparation for UPSC Civil Services exam. I'm going to talk about the month-wise strategy as to how you should utilize the time in the coming months to prepare in the standard way for UPSC Civil Services exam. This is the ideal way which has been suggested by many toppers in the past and the toppers of 2018 also. So these months, June to October, June, July, August, September, maximum October, you can dedicate to your optional subject and one or two of GS papers. It could be GS paper 2 or GS paper 3. So you should focus more on the static portion like NCERT books that have to be referred. I'll be taking a separate video on what NCERT books are to be read for civil services exam. Since there are plenty of NCERT books, so we have to read the selective books out of the entire bunch of NCERT books. So about the coming months, alongside your preparation for optional subject, you should be focusing on newspaper, daily The Hindu newspaper or PIB, or you can refer to my blog also www.jatinverma.org, on which we are uploading the daily Hindu summary in the text-based manner. And regarding the current affairs, I am also taking the daily The Hindu News Analysis course on Unacademy and on my YouTube channel also, Jatin Verma's IAS Academy. You can refer to either of the two. Regarding your optional subject, what optional subject is to be chosen and all, these are very person specific questions. This is your individual choice. So choosing of optional, I'll be creating a separate video on this topic in the days to come. Regarding optional 4 months, if you dedicate to four months, keeping in mind the previous year questions of your optional subject, you have to prepare from any coaching institute's notes or the reference books. Remember, even if you are studying any coaching institute's material, you cannot afford to skip on the reference books. Be it your optional is geography, political science, economy, public administration, every optional for that matter is having a fair chance. It will enable you to get a good rank. All that matters is your interest in the optional subject. Now coming to the GS paper 2 or GS paper 3 that you can prepare alongside your optional subject, it could be GS paper 1 also, it could be modern history. So you should try to get command over the static portion to the extent possible in these 3 or 4 months alongside your optional paper preparation, because after September or October it would be high time for you to prepare for current affairs and for you to focus more on the dynamic topics, the policies, current affairs, policies and programs of Government of India. And as we proceed along, by the month of December, you can consider joining a test series, prelims test series. And in these months that I was talking about, June to September, many candidates, they commit the mistake of not attempting the mains answer writing, not doing the answer writing practice. So do not do this mistake. You should simultaneously be at least attempting the current affairs based mains questions. Again, the source could be my blog. We are daily uploading at least 10 to 15 questions on that blog for you to practice for mains answer writing. We are also evaluating those answers written by aspirants on the blog in the discuss forum of that blog itself. So we are trying our level best to cater to the UPSC aspirants for 2020, and in this endeavor we are going to come up with free test series also, in which we will be evaluating the answers sent to us through email. Our email address is studiusjatin@gmail.com. You can find the email address in the description box of this video also. Now alongside this, you should be doing answer writing practice, and you can try writing an essay after 2 or 3 months of rigorous reading of NCERTs, newspapers, editorials. After you've gained sufficient fodder material in order for you to pick up the pen, then you can start writing an essay also. You can, while reading the newspaper on a daily basis for these 3 or 4 months, you can dedicate a notebook or something wherein you can jot down the quotes or important quotations or some statements by thinkers, or some some paragraph which you find good for you to cite in your essay paper, that you can do. And you can extract the glossary words also, the important words like the catchy phrases that are used by Supreme Court or that are used by Prime Minister, like Supreme Court said CBI is a caged parrot. Those kind of things you can jot down, and you can very well expect a question on the same, because these catchy phrases, they are framed into a question form by UPSC some of the times. And alongside this, you can dedicate a notebook or two for prelims oriented details only, for prelim specific current affairs, the snippets kind of things, the factual information that you will be coming across, be it on PIB or on any website or current affairs website or in the current affairs magazine that you are referring to. Now, as I said, we are trying our level best. We have also come up with our current affairs magazine that is available on my blog www.jatinverma.org. You can go for half yearly subscription of this magazine. You can go for monthly subscription also. And in case there is any query, you can reach out to us on the number that is provided on our blog. That is, this number is 88103-89214. This is the official number, wherein you can cite your query on WhatsApp also, and you can join the groups also. WhatsApp groups are also there on this, created through this WhatsApp number itself. Now, coming back to this again, from October onwards, what you have to do is, from mid of October, you have to focus on GS extensively, the current affairs portion of GS. Alongside that, you have to revise and re-revise the things that you have read in the first 4 months, June to September, or maximum mid of October. Now, those of you who are weak in CSAT, the comprehension part or the arithmetic part of Civil Services Aptitude Test, that is the CAT kind of of an exam is there. So you can start practicing reading comprehension, because many students, they falter in the examination hall because of CSAT paper 2 only. Insofar as CSAT paper 1, that is the general studies, is concerned, you should be having a balanced preparation. You shouldn't be overly focusing on either polity or economy or geography or history or likewise. You should be having a balanced preparation, as they say that you should not be putting all your apples in the same basket. The same adage is very well applicable to UPSC Civil Services preparation also. You should be the jack of all trades and master of none. So that should be the guiding principle, and always have 2 books on your table, or I would say 3 books. One is Atlas Map. You can go for Orient Black Swan Atlas Map, and then prelims previous year question bank, which again you can buy from our website also, www.jatinverma.org. That the previous year section wise, polity section wise, fundamental rights section wise questions that have been asked in the previous years by UPSC Civil Services, by UPSC in the Civil Services exam, category wise arranged question bank you can find on our blog. And likewise for the mains previous year question bank also, we have categorized the questions, and the unique feature of this booklet is that you'd be able to find the trigger factor beneath every question. Under every question there will be a trigger factor as to what made UPSC ask that particular question in that particular year. Was that topic in the current affairs? Was that topic in the news? Was it there on PIB, or was it there in the Hindu or Indian Express? So those things are there, and then these books you have to refer to every time. And I would suggest, in order for you to make the maximum out of the newspaper, you can try framing your own questions for first 1 month. Framing your own questions depending upon the questions which UPSC has asked in the previous years in the previous year question papers. So that will give you a fair idea as to what is expected of you when you prepare for UPSC Civil Services prelims exam. Now the other thing that I told you is Atlas Map. Wherever our Prime Minister or President or the dignitaries are visiting, or wherever G20 meeting is happening, or any United Nations Security Council's meeting is happening, you have to pay attention to the places surrounding that. For example, if Gaza Strip or Palestine is in news, you have to cover the seas and Golan Heights kind of things, the things that are in news around that place. If a volcano or some earthquake is taking place, you have to pay attention to those things also. If a cyclone is taking place, you have to see the path followed by the cyclone. So these things are important. These things, if you do on a daily basis, it is better to allocate 15 minutes to your Atlas Map on a daily basis rather than dedicating 3 days at a stretch to Atlas Map in the month of March or April or May, right before prelims, right? So daily basis पे अगर आप इसको revise करते हैं वो ज़्यादा value fetch करेगा, time value भी और productivity उसमें ज़्यादा रहेगी. And jot down the important places. Now coming to the aspects like how to balance the mains and prelims preparation. So this is a dichotomy, artificial dichotomy that has been created by the industry out there, that prelims preparation is separate from the mains preparation. There is no such thing as separate prelims and mains preparation. What you have to do is you have to 60 to 70% of the area is overlapping. So keeping that in mind, you have to prepare the topics. You have to prepare any given topic, for example World Trade Organization or IMF. ये सब जो topics हैं, you have to prepare in a manner that while doing the factual preparation you are simultaneously jotting down the analytical aspect of these topics as well. So there is no separate prelims or mains preparation. You have to have one integrated notebook for your current affairs notes making, or you can follow one current affairs magazine. All that is required for specific preparation of prelims is that you have to pay extra attention to the prelims oriented factual details. That you can, for that you can dedicate one small notebook, very small notebook. Okay, you can just jot down the details as to the specific factual details. That is what is the level of separation between the prelims and mains preparation, I would say, is right. So this is there. Now coming to the month of October to December, you would be joining a test series. If in case you were not able to clear your prelims in the first attempt, you can consider joining the test series from the month of October itself. If you join the prelims oriented test series in October, that gives you a time gap of 15 to 20 days. The test series that are available in the market, they give you 15 to 20 days to prepare for a particular section of GS syllabus for prelims. And if you join the same test series in the month of January 2020, then you would be given a time period of 7 to 8 days to prepare the same section of general studies syllabus for prelims, as you would be given for which you would be given a 15 to 20 days time period if you join the test series in the month of October. So depending upon your comfortability level, as to if you are comfortable in attempting a test in 15 to 20 days and you are not able to decide your own targets in the month of October, then you can consider joining the test series in the month of October itself. Otherwise you can, if you want more time to be thorough with the sections of GS, then you can consider joining the test series in the month of January. Now if we come to the months of January, February, you still would be having 5 months, okay, January to May. So this time you should be dedicating 60 to 70% of your time to prelims preparation. You should be revising and re-revising the things. By the month of March, you should have revised your optional at least thrice over. You should be ready with your notes and everything. You should have read the reference material. You should have read the reference books also for your optional subject, and the same applies for your GS papers also. Suppose if you have covered GS mains paper 1 alongside your optional from June to October, then from October 15 onwards, October to November or December, you can cover your static books of GS paper 2, like M. Lakshmikant is there. I would suggest you to prepare GS paper 2 and 3 in the months of June to October, because preparation for Indian polity, that is GS paper 2, and Indian economy, that is covered in GS paper 3, will act as a kind of, you would be thorough with the concepts of economy and Indian polity and governance before you set out to read the newspaper. You should understand these two subjects in a proper manner, and then the conceptual subject like geography could be taken up, right? So that you are thorough with the concepts. Facts, they also take time to get registered in your brain, but if you are thorough with the concepts, you would be applying those concepts while reading the newspaper. You would be applying, it would get mutually reinforced in your brain when you have already read a particular article of the Constitution or Indian polity, and you are coming across the same article or factual information of Indian polity in the newspaper. So things would be reinforcing themselves. They would get automatically revised as and when they appear in the newspaper if you are already done with these things, and it would help you in better understanding of editorials in the newspapers and the factual part. Now coming to the other portions like history and all, many of you would be facing some problem in art and culture. Many people don't like art and culture, or they don't like to read modern history and all. So what you can do is you can read Place to Partition book for modern history by Shekhar Bandyopadhyay, right? This book covers the modern history in a very lucid manner, in a story-like manner, and you would be able to gain a better perspective of modern history. Many people refer to this India's Struggle for Independence by Bipin Chandra also. I would be coming up with the books wise strategy in the next video. For now, this is the rough sketch from June to October, then October to December, and then Jan to March. Those of you who are weak in civil services aptitude test 2, that is CSAT paper as it is known popularly. So you can start doing the reading comprehension. There is no need at this point to refer to any coaching institute's material for CSAT paper 2. What I do is, I used to refer to the editorials. I used to make a summary of the editorial of the Hindu newspaper itself in a manner that I used to divide the editorial into the questions that editorial, that piece of writing is answering. If an editorial is dealing with a question, for example, with regard to civil nuclear deal or something like that, I will divide the editorial into paragraphs, and each paragraph would answer a question which I would be framing out of that paragraph. So that is the way to comprehend the editorial in a better manner. By doing this, by adopting this way, what you would have done is, you would have prepared the notes of editorial, you would have understood the editorial thoroughly, and you would have also simultaneously prepared for your civil services aptitude test paper 2 as well, the reading comprehension part of it. And this problem is faced by majority of Hindi medium students, so that is why I thought it right to dedicate 2 or 3 minutes to this. Now, after your March is over, if you are still lacking in CSAT paper 2, you can go for some coaching institutes reading comprehension material. That will be the time for you to dedicate. From March onwards, you have to dedicate yourself fully to the prelims preparation, because prelims these days is very tricky, and some random questions are being asked. So I would suggest you to go through some MCQs, multiple choice questions on a daily basis. You can either refer to my blog www.jatinvarma.org. We are daily posting the prelims drill also, 10 questions framed out of the Hindu newspaper. And in order for you to understand as to how to read the Hindu newspaper, I am going to take a special class. I am going to take a special session here on this YouTube channel in the coming days, how to effectively read the newspaper. As a part of this Target 2020 series, I am coming up with plus courses on Unacademy. These are paid courses. You can apply for these courses by me: Indian Polity and Governance by Jatin Verma, Indian Economy, and this is Integrated Indian Economy course for prelims as well as mains. Then Ethics, Integrity and Aptitude course, GS Mains Paper 3 course, and Daily The Hindu News Analysis course by me on Unacademy and here on this YouTube channel as well. As a part of this series, I am going to upload in the coming days the videos on how to read The Hindu effectively, what NCERT books are to be read, what reference books are to be read, how to choose your optional, though that is an area which you should be you should be deciding on, but I would help you, I would guide you in through a 5 to 10 minutes video as to how to go about choosing an optional, disregarding the the chance of a person clearing the mains exam through a particular optional or the subjectivity element. It should be your interest should be the primary guiding factor insofar as choosing the optional subject is concerned. Now, this strategy could be followed for your state PCS exams also. In case you are preparing for state PCS exams, you should be having 1 year period for both UPSC civil services exam as well as state PCS exam like UP PCS, Bihar PCS and other PCS exams. So for detailed strategy, the PDF of whatever I have said, the text based summary of whatever I have said in this video, you can find on my blog www.jatinvarma.org, the link for which is provided in the description box of this video itself. I hope you enjoyed this video and you were able to gain out of it. Thank you. Have a great time. Bye-bye.